Merry Christmas and a Wakanda forever to you all. I am Mark Savvy of Savvy Geeks here. Really excited to talk about the second Black Panther movie. That's right, number two, Black Panther. I know those two things aren't related, but I felt like putting out a Christmas episode or an episode on Christmas, I mean. Before we get into Black Panther, I want to tell you what my guilty pleasure Christmas movie is, and I would love for anyone in the comments to let me know what theirs is. For me, it's Noel. Yep, that's Anna Kendrick's Noel. That's my guilty pleasure Christmas movie. For a lot of people, it's Elf. Christmas Chronicles. There's so many good ones that I love, but me and my wife like to watch Noel on Christmas Day every year. It's such a good movie. Now let's move on to Wakanda Forever. Wakanda Forever was, in my opinion, a beautiful love letter to Chadwick Boseman. They decided not to recast him, which you gotta respect. I know it was a pretty divisive topic. It was a polarizing conversation. A lot of people were passionate on both sides. He meant too much. T'Challa meant too much. You can't recast him. T'Challa meant so much. You have to recast him. There was no right answer for Ryan Coogler here. It was going to be tough regardless of whatever he chose to do. If you ask me, and I'm going to strictly speak from story point of view, I think they should have recasted T'Challa. I don't really like Shuri as the Black Panther. I think she would have been really good as a leader in her own right, running all the tech and stuff. Maybe she could have been her own superhero. I don't know. But I really liked T'Challa as a character. I really loved him as the king, and I feel like they should have kept that going. But it's okay. They did their own version of it. They had his son. They have a son. He had a son with Lupita Nyong'o's character. I forget her name, and that kid's named T'Challa. So there you go. That's going to be the next T'Challa. And that kid I know he didn't really say much, but just the way the actor portrayed the child actor portrayed him, he really seemed like a character who had a lot of heart and perfectly embodied what Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa stood for. I know it's weird to say when he didn't say much, but I just got that feeling. If for those of you who haven't watched, trust me, this might seem like a tangent, but I'm making a point here. For those of you who haven't seen X-Men 97, what they did is, Cyclops and Jean Grey had a kid, and then they had to send the kid into the future, and then the kid came back as Cable. So basically, what I'm getting at with that is, what if they decided to do something like that, where for some reason T'Challa had to get sent into the future, and then he came back as an adult, and maybe that was Aaron Pierre or someone like that, like some different actor, and then there you go. There's T'Challa. It's a different T'Challa. It works narratively. You recast him. Everybody's happy, right? That's what I would have done. Something like that. I would actually, that's a little weird. I would have recasted him, honestly. But I'm just putting that out there as an option for what they could have done. Now, to get to the movie itself, I thought Wakanda Forever was a little bit of a step below Black Panther. And that's only because I value Black Panther so highly that it would have been a hard bar to reach regardless. Musically, it wasn't at the same level. I thought they established a new culture, which is Namor's society. I thought they were all really cool. They're basically Atlanteans, but that was a really cool Aztecian kind of culture they described to us. We didn't get too much of a deep dive into who they were because it's obviously focused on Wakanda, but we saw a good deal, and it was really cool. Namor's an excellent character. Another mutant that was introduced into the MCU. Is he the first mutant? I don't know. I feel like Namor is the first mutant they've ever actually mentioned. I know the first mutant was Miss Marvel, and I don't remember if Miss Marvel or Black Panther came out first. I forget which one. But regardless, Namor was a great character. We got Val, who's going to be, in the comics, her character's Madam Hydra, which is the leader of Hydra. So maybe we're eventually going to get Hydra back. That'd be really cool. She was great. Everett Ross was good. The Colonizer, as they called him. Love that actor. He's so funny. And in my opinion, Angela Bassett's performance is one of the best dramatic performances of any actor in the MCU. When she's talking when she's addressing her own people and talking about how she's lost so much, I was like, get that girl her Oscar. It's something a lot of people were saying as well at the time. So yeah, she killed it. Excellent performance. I thought Danny Guerrero's I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong. I thought her performance as Okoye was great as usual. Really excellent dramatic performance. I know I used the word dramatic, but that's what it is. I thought Winston Duke, love that actor. M'Baku is, M'Baku could have been another Black Panther. He would have been really great. He was good in this movie. Ironheart, I know we're getting an Ironheart TV show. Dominique Thorne's the actor's name. She was really good. I don't want her to be the MCU's Iron Man. Like, we can have two Iron Men, right? Like, we can have Ironheart and we can have the kid from Iron Man, what was it? Iron Man 3. He could be in it. He could be the next Iron Man. It's kind of perfect. Is it Iron Man 3? Yeah, it was Iron Man 3. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Tino Huerta. That's who played Namor. Excellent actor. So good, bro. I gotta figure out a different adjective than excellent. But yeah, he was really good. The way that Wakanda Forever expanded on the culture of Wakanda and added a new Aztecian culture with Namor's, I'm gonna keep calling them Atlanteans. That's what they are. It was so good. I even felt for Namor as a character. Like, I saw where he came from. The final battle between him and Shuri was so good. I don't really like how the heart-shaped herb is a synthetic. I wish they found a more natural way to bring it back. But overall, like, Shuri is great. Like, she was a great lead. Just because I prefer a different Black Panther doesn't mean I don't like her Black Panther. It was excellent. I just like her as her own thing, But she did and Shuri as a character is going to be a great leader for Wakanda. And the reason I think she's going to be a great leader for Wakanda is because she's going to struggle. She's not like Ramonda or T'Challa. She's more complicated. And I think that's going to make for a fascinating character arc. Action sequences, as usual, were great. Talokan, I'll say the actual name of this place. Talokan's where the Atlanteans are, is what the Atlanteans are. Talokan was an excellent addition to the MCU. The fight scenes between them and the Wakandans were so good and dynamic. I love the Midnight Angels. They are so freaking cool. I can understand why Okoye wasn't a fan of them at first, but aesthetically they are so awesome. The powers were legit, and it's what they needed to defeat Namor's people. You had to have an advantage like that. Now, so how did Wakanda Forever actually do at the box office? Because I said I was a step below Black Panther, but I still think it was a great film. Do you think it did well? What do you think of the movie? Let me know in the comments, and I'll let you know right now how it did at the box office. So on a budget of $250 million, and again, this movie came out 2 years ago, November 11th, 2022. So on a $250 million budget, the Wakanda Forever, the sequel to Black Panther, crushed it with $860 million. I know the first one hit a bill, but like, it's still pretty good. Not pretty good, it's an excellent financial success. So now I'm going to go over the MCU power rankings and figure out where Wakanda Forever should land. It's obviously better than Love and Thunder, better than Captain Marvel, but I'm starting from the bottom up. Better than Iron Man 3, better than Black Widow, better than Dark World. It's not better than Eternals. No, it is better than Eternals. Better than Ant-Man, better than Ant-Man and the Wasp. Now, I'm not talking... Okay, so I'm going to put it in at number 21 because I do not like it better than Multiverse of Madness. So Wakanda Forever is going to come in at 21 on our MCU power rankings. Now, again, this is my personal rankings, what I personally like, and that's where I'm going to put it. Ahead of the two Ant-Man movies and all those other ones I mentioned. The third Ant-Man movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, is going to be the next one we cover. Can't wait to talk about it with you. I'm your host, Mark Savvy, and I'll see you next time.